drawing shadows that whisper out your name. I told my heart to let go, but it still feels the same. Every drop keeps falling like it remembers your name. We were young enough to believe love could stay exactly where we left it, in the quiet after summer streets, in the soft blue dark where you kissed me. I can still see the way you smiled, like the whole night opened all at once, like the stars had waited all this time just to shine on us. You were warmth in a restless city, you were music underneath my skin. You were every dream I used to carry before the silence settled in. And I was certain I was foolish, I thought forever had already begun. But some hearts break so slowly, they don't know they're coming undone. If I had held you just a little tighter, if I had said the words I hid inside, would we still be standing in the fire, instead of watching all our light go by? When the rain remembers your name, I hear your voice in every falling drop. I try to walk away, but nothing changes. Some kinds of love just never stop. And even now, through all this pain, you're the one my soul is dreaming of. When the rain remembers your name, I remember what it was to be loved, to be loved. Oh, I still call you in the dark. Oh, I still feel you in my heart. No matter where the night may go, you're the only home I know. There are letters in the bottom drawer, and a photograph with fading corners. A little dust, a little time could never make your memory smaller. Everybody says healing comes like the dawn after a long black sky, but no one talks about the lonely hours when goodbye never really says goodbye. I learned to laugh at the right moments, I learned to answer I'm alright. I learned how to wear my broken pieces like they never kept me up at night. But every evening has your shadow, every silence turns into your song, and every road I take without you feels like taking love where it don't belong. Do you ever stop in some street open, like my heart had never learned your shape, like I didn't spend these endless seasons trying to survive what love could not save. And maybe we were both too frightened of how deep a real love truly goes. Maybe we were standing on the edge and calling it control. Maybe youth can hold a fire, but not the wisdom for its flame. Maybe that's why I still lose my breath whenever I hear your name. Now I know what I should have told you. Now I know what I should have done. Love is not the fear of losing. Love is staying when the dark is come. When the rain remembers your name, I hear your voice in every falling drop. I try to walk away, but nothing changes. Some kinds of love just never stop. And even now, through all this pain, you're the one my soul is dreaming of. When the rain remembers your name, I remember what it was to be loved, to be loved, to be loved. One more night, one more chance, I would run right back into your arms. No more pride, no more games, no more hiding from the truth I couldn't face. I would tell you I was always yours, even in the silence, even after all the doors. I would tell you you were my light, the only one who made the broken world feel right. Can you hear me through the years, through the miles, through the tears? Can you feel this fading flame still burning bright inside your name? If heaven gives the lost a road, if time can bend, if hearts can know, then let the song find. The room is almost empty now, just echoes and the light, a lonely record spinning slow at the edge of the night. And somewhere in the silence, where the broken dream still starts, I hear the sound of yesterday still beating in my heart. We were young and dressed in midnight, like the world was ours to take. You were laughter in the mirror, I was trembling in your gaze. There was magic in the corner of that old half-darkened room, where the band played for the broken and the lovers in full bloom. You took my hand without a warning, like you'd known me all my life. And suddenly the air around us turned electric, warm, alive. Every slow step felt like forever, every breath became a flame. And in the hush between the verses, I forgot my fear, my name. You were velvet, you were thunder, you were sunlight after rain. You were everything I wanted before I knew the shape of pain. And I loved you like a secret that the whole wide world could see, like my soul had waited years and years for you to dance with me. If I had known that night would fade like glitter falling from the stars, I would have held on harder, I would have memorized your heart. We were golden in the dark. of time left behind us. And though the music disappeared, and though your shadow broke my heart, I still feel the way we were. We were golden in the dark, golden in the dark, golden in the dark. Even now I see your light, golden in the dark. Now the years move like a river, past the places we once knew, past the streets, the bars, the neon, past the ghost of me and you. I've been living with the weather of a memory that won't change. Every season brings me back to the softness of your name. There were mornings I felt stronger, there were nights I almost healed. There were strangers, there were kisses, there were wounds I tried to seal, but no one ever touched the silence in the way that you once did. No one ever found the heaven in the parts of me I hid. I remember your expression when the last song started low, something fragile in your eyes, like you already had to go. But I smiled and kept on turning, like the night would never end, like love was more than timing, like the truth was ours to bend. If I had asked you not to leave, if I had broken down and cried, would you have stayed beside me instead of fading with the light? We were golden in the dark, shining where the world couldn't find us, burning like a spark in a place that time left behind us. And though the music disappeared, and though your shadow broke my heart, I still feel the way we were. We were golden in the soft piano on the afterglow, sex aglow, breathing low, strings like smoke around the moon, holding on, then letting go. I can still recall the perfume of the ballroom after rain, cheap champagne and old carnations, and the sweetness in your veins. I can still recall your whisper by my left ear, soft and slow, saying stay with me till morning, like we had somewhere else to go. And for one suspended moment, I believed in everything, in forever, in redemption, in the healing love could bring. I believed your hands could save me from the life I used to know. I believed two hearts could outrun every sorrow waiting slow. But the dawn came like a warning, cold and pale against the glass, and the dream we wore so proudly became something we could not keep. You were looking at the horizon, I was looking at your face, and I knew before you told me love was losing us to fate. Some goodbyes don't come as thunder, some just enter like the snow, quiet, white, and against the glass. The city keeps on moving, but I am standing still at last. Somewhere in the midnight, a memory walks by, and no one hears, no one hears the blue lights cry. I met you in a season when my heart had learned to hide. I wore a smile for strangers, but kept the storm inside. You walked in like a slow song, no warning, no disguise. A little warmth, a little mercy, a little truth in your eyes. You never asked for perfect, you never asked for more. You only stood beside me like love had done this before. And every room grew softer, every shadow lost its name. Whenever your hand found mine, nothing stayed the same. We drove through sleeping suburbs with the radio down low, street signs drifting backward like places we didn't know. And in the dim reflection of dashboard green and gold, I thought maybe broken people could still be brave enough to hold. But love can be a fragile flame when fear is dressed like pride. And sometimes what we should have said gets buried deep inside. No one hears the blue lights cry when the night falls over empty streets. No one sees the way love bends before it breaks beneath our feet. I still feel you're leaving like a train that never says goodbye. The whole city keeps on breathing while no one hears the blue lights cry. No one hears them, no one knows how a quiet heart can break so slow. No one hears them, but I do. Every midnight leads to you. There are coats on restaurant chairs and couples passing by. There are windows full of laughter and unopened summer skies. There are songs I used to lean on that I cannot bear to play, because every note remembers how you slowly slipped away. I told myself I chose it, I told myself I knew. The distance starts in silence long before it becomes truth. I watched us turn to questions we were scared to say aloud. Two hearts full of thunder, too afraid to make a sound. And maybe we were tired, maybe life got in too deep. Maybe love is not a promise, maybe love is what we keep. After all the plans are broken, after all the doors are closed, after all the right intentions miss the one they wanted most. I should have reached across the dark instead of guarding what I felt. I should have let my whole heart speak before our world began to melt. No one hears the blue lights cry when the night falls over empty streets. No one sees the way love bends before it breaks beneath our feet. I still feel you're leaving like a train that never says knows where we were. And I would say, don't let me disappear behind my fear. Don't let me turn this tenderness into another vanished year. I would say stay, even if staying scares us. Stay, even if loving changes us. Stay, even if all we have tonight is trembling hands and tired hearts. Stay, and let the world be wrong. Stay, and let the hours judge us. Stay, because some loves come only once, and once is all we got. Can you hear me now? Across the avenues of time, across the taxis and the traffic, across the unfinished lives. Can you feel what still survives under all this dust and sky? A faithful lake, a living spark, a voice that never learned to lie. No one hears them, but I do. Blue lights fall, blue and true, on the wet street, on the wire, on the smoke, on my desire. No one knows how soft we were. No one knows how hard this dust and sky. A faithful lake, a living spark, a voice that never learned to lie. No one hears them, but I do. Blue lights fall, blue and true, on the wet street. Fully original, late 70s to mid 80s inspired, pop ballad with a warm nostalgic. With my fears, and I won't wanna wake for you. A fully original, late 70s to mid 80s inspired, pop ballad with a warmth of a life I can't deny. I wanna be alive tonight. I follow you for the days above. I know heavy time, I know everything I haven't time to love. 'Cause I will love you again, and will hold you tight. And I hope you know it's not just what I do. I'll never feel so wrong. There's a harbor in the moonlight where the water turns to glass, and the wind speaks in old promises of the days we thought would last. I can hear the ropes all singing to the rhythm of the tide, and every wave that reaches shore brings your memory back tonight. We were young along the boardwalk, summer burning on our skin. You were laughing at the seagulls, and the night was pulling in. Little lights along the pier, like a necklace on the bay. You said love was like the ocean, always finding its own way. I remember how you looked then, with your hair caught in the breeze, like the world had made a painting out of salt and midnight seas. You were holding your shoes in one hand, walking barefoot through the foam, and for one golden-hearted moment, every road felt just like home. We had songs from old jukeboxes floating softly through the dark, and your voice beneath those melodies lit a fire inside my heart. You said someday life would scatter us like the stars across the blue, but no matter where the night would fall, I'd come sailing back to you. But some dreams are built so deeply, time can never break their will. And when the silence fills the evening and the sky turns navy too, I can feel the whole world turning, like it's sailing back to you. Sailing back to you, through the blue and endless night, across the pale harbor light. When the wind begins to call me, there is only one truth I knew. No matter where this heart may wander, it keeps sailing back to you. Oh, back to you, like the moon pulls on the sea. Back to you, like you still belong to me. Then the autumn came so quickly, with its colder, stranger air. We were standing by the station, trying not to show the fear. You had dreams beyond the shoreline, I had roots I couldn't move, and somewhere in that quiet sorrow, love became a thing to prove. Letters came for several winters, with your name in careful blue. Every page a little window, opening a world I knew. Paris rain and hotel ceilings, train rides through a silver dawn. Every word was full of distance, every line said you were gone. Still I kept each one beside me, in the drawer by my old bed, and at night I'd read them slowly, like a prayer I'd never said. You were learning foreign skylines, I was learning how to lose, but the sea outside my window still repeated all the news. It said some hearts are made for waiting, some for running with the storm, some for building quiet shelters, some for keeping old loves warm. And mine stayed lit like a lighthouse through the dark. a circle, every dawn return to you. There's a compass in my chest now, spinning every whole night through, and it only points one way, love, always back, always to you. Sailing back to you, through the blue and endless night, across the lonely water, by the pale harbor light. When the wind begins to call me, there is only one truth I knew. No matter where this heart may wander, it keeps sailing back to you. Keep the secrets we could not hide. Let the harbor bells ring for the love we knew. Every note in the dark keeps sailing back to you. Maybe now you live in daylight, far from anything we planned. Maybe someone else has learned the map of every line upon your hand. Maybe you have found a quiet that I never gave to you. Maybe love became much simpler than the dream we once walked through. Still I see you in reflections on the window of a train, in the glow of diners closing, in the whisper of the rain, in the perfume of old hallways, in the hush before first light, in the way the sea keeps breathing through the backbone of the night. And I wonder if you ever stand beside some There's a blue hotel on the corner, where the night leans into gold, where the windows wear the city like a story half retold, and the doorman knows the weather before the rain begins to fall. I still slow down when I pass it, like I'm waiting for your call. We first met inside the lobby, under chandeliers and smoke. You were standing by the payphone, laughing softly at a joke. There was jazz beneath the ceiling, there was ice inside your glass. There was something in your stillness that made the whole room hold its breath. You were dressed in pale September, with your hair pinned carelessly, like the kind of distant beauty only lonely men can see. I was late and out of rhythm, you were cool and ocean bright, but you turned and smiled so simply, and the darkness filled with light. We talked beside the elevator, like we had all night to spend, about old films and empty stations, about the fear of growing friends into strangers with good manners, into names we used to know. And your eyes looked like they carried every place I hoped to go. So we rode up through the silence to the bar on 22, where the skyline looked like diamonds scattered on a sheet of blue. You said cities make good liars, they can hide a breaking heart. I said maybe star. And the piano played so gently, like a hand across the years, while the glasses and the laughter could not drown what we could hear. It was something close to destiny, or a beautiful mistake. But the night had opened wider than the dawn would ever take. After the Blue Hotel, after the last drinks grow, after the band stops playing and the lonely people go, there's a light that still remembers every word, every truth we felt. I still lose my heart after the Blue Hotel. After the Blue Hotel, where love looks soft and dangerous as hell. Then the weeks became a season of room keys and midnight trains, of long coats and winter hallways, of warm hands against cold rain. You would leave your lipstick on the coffee cup beside the bed, and I learned the shape of morning by the way you turned your head. Sometimes we would watch the traffic from the window without sound, as the red lights move like heartbeats through the arteries of town. And you said every passing stranger had a life as deep as ours. I said maybe we were only borrowed tenants of the stars. Roommate 09 still held our secrets in the curtains and the lamp, in the half-read books abandoned in the fog upon the glass. There were records on the table, there was perfume in the air, there were nights we thought forever had already settled there. But forever is a language no one speaks without a scar, and the future came between us like a slow and closing bar. You were offered wider oceans, I was anchored to this street. We were two hearts full of thunder, missing one impossible beat. Still you kissed me in the doorway, like you wanted time to bend, like the world outside the hallway could be asked to wait again. And the elevator opened like a warning dressed in chrome, as if love could hear the ending, even while it called this home. After the Blue Hotel, after the last trains cried, after the room turned silent and the city asks me why, there's a ghost inside the mirror, and it wears the face I knew so well. I still hear your name after the Blue Hotel. Oh, let the saxophone drift through the velvet and the blue. Let the guitar shimmer softly like the lights we once drove through. Let the midnight drummer echo like footsteps down the hall, and let the chords the people who asked kindly if there was somebody once. I just nod and say a lifetime, though to me it was all at once. Midnight on the turnpike, white lines in the rain, radio low and trembling like it knows your name. Dashboard full of shadows, city fading in the rear, and every mile I'm driving only brings you closer here. You were fire in a small town summer, running red lights in our minds, windows down and music rising, leaving common sense behind. There were cheap motels and diners, there were jackets on the seat, there was laughter in the rear view and a rhythm in your heartbeat. You would put your feet up on the dashboard, paint your dreams across the glass, say the world was way too restless for a love like ours to last. I would smile and keep on driving, like the road could prove you wrong, like enough miles in the moonlight could somehow make forever strong. We had maps with coffee stains on them, we had nowhere else to be. Every exit sign was glowing like a dare from destiny, and your hand inside my right hand made the whole night feel alive, like the dark itself had opened just to let our young hearts drive. Now the service stations shimmer like old promises half true, and the speakers crack with static like the ghost of me and you. I keep chasing down the silence, but it always turns to song, and the road that should forget you only proves it's been you all along. Midnight on the turnpike, headlights cutting through the blue. Every lane becomes a memory, every mile leads back to you. When the world is cold and sleepless, and the moon rides shotgun too, I still lose myself. Midnight on the turnpike with you. Oh, midnight on the turnpike, where the dark runs deep and true, and the heart keeps driving circles through the afterglow of you. Then October changed the weather, and the leaves turned copper gold. You were talking about the coastline, about a life I couldn't hold. I was tied to obligations, you were born for open sky, and somewhere in that distance we began to say goodbye. Not with anger, not with thunder, not with words designed to break, but with pauses in the evening and the smiles we had to fake, with the way you stared at taillights like they knew what love becomes when two people share one rhythm but are marching to new drums. Still to you. You were crying very quietly, like you didn't want the night to remember how we trembled in that pale and passing light. And I kissed you like a man who knew his whole world had changed shape, but still prayed the dawn might lose its way before it asked us both to awake. Midnight on the turnpike, headlights cutting through the blue. Every lane becomes a memory, every mile leads back to you. When the exit's on the canvas and the stars are falling through, I still hear your voice. Midnight on the turnpike with you. Go, let the saxophone wander. Oh, let the saxophone wander like a car with nowhere to land. Let the guitar shine like distant signs across the darkened land. Let the drums roll soft like tires on a rain-washed avenue. And let the night keep humming like the last drive I took with you. I have tried to build a daytime that doesn't lean on what we were. Tried to make my peace with motion, tried to let the old dreams blur. But there's something in the highway when the sky goes black and white that turns every moving shadow into the shape of you beside me. I still stop at little diners where the neon flickers red, order coffee after midnight and replay the words you said. The waitress snow is falling on the avenue, turning all the red lights white, and the city looks forgiven in the mercy of the night. There are letters on the window from the warmth against the cold, and your name appears between them like a story never told. We were lovers in December when the year was running thin. You were standing by the station with the winter on your skin. Your scarf was wrapped in midnight, your eyes were bright and clear, and the first snow of the season seemed to want to keep you here. We found shelter in a cafe where the lamps were soft and gold, and the radio was playing little songs about the cold. You were tracing circles slowly on the glass beside your chair, while I watched the snow fall, turning all the darkness into prayer. You said wisdom makes you honest, said it strips the noise away, makes the heart speak more directly when there's less left to say. I just smiled and held my coffee like it kept my hands from shaking, because something in that moment felt too beautiful for breaking. Then we walked across the bridgeway where the river moved like steel, and the city wore its silence like a wound that would not heal. still remembers what I buried in my mind. And whenever winter reaches for the edges of the blue, every frozen street keeps whispering somewhere, somehow back to you. If December calls your name through the snow and through the dark, if the night becomes a mirror for the oldest part of your heart, if the cold wind finds your window and the moonlight breaks in two, know there's someone still believing every winter leads to you. If December calls your name, it will sound a little like the way we used to change. Then the season turned to distance as the new year made its claim, and the bright and reckless closeness could not quite remain the same. You were moving toward tomorrow, I was holding yesterday, and love grew quiet in the middle where we couldn't make it stay. There were phone calls full of weather and the careful things we hide. There were long and restless pauses where the truth refused to lie. You would say that you were tired in a voice too calm to trust. I would answer like a brave man while my hope was turning dust. Still we met one final evening when the snow came down again, at the corner near the bookstore where we used to hide from wind. You were wearing that same scarf then, only tighter at your throat, like the whole night knew the ending and had wrapped you in your coat. You said love is not the problem, it's the roads we cannot bend. I said nothing for a moment, like a silence was a friend. Then I reached and touched your gloved hand, and the whole street blurred in white, as if heaven closed its eyes so it would not see that night. I have kept that final image like a flame beneath the snow. How you turned before the crossing, how you looked but had to go, and the red light on the corner still burns through me every year when the winter air grows thinner and your footsteps reappear. If December calls your name through the snow and through the dark, if the night becomes a mirror for the oldest part of your heart, if the cold wind finds your window and the moonlight breaks in two, know there's someone still believing every winter leads to you. Oh, let the piano fall like snowflakes soft against the midnight blue. Let the saxophone drift slowly like a dream returning through. Let the guitar shine like streetlights on a silent, frozen lane, and let every note keep asking if December calls your name. I have learned to live with daylight, I have learned the shape of change, how the heart can keep on beating even after love grows strange. I The street was shining silver underneath a tired moon. Neon on the window playing our forgotten tune. I still hear your footsteps in the quiet after dark, like a soft and fading fire still glowing in my heart. I remember that September when the city felt brand new. Every corner held a promise, every song belonged to you. We were young enough to believe nothing good could ever end. Two shadows in the lamplight, lovers, dreamers, more than friends. Now the night keeps turning like an old familiar wheel. Every memory comes back stronger than I ever meant to feel. After the rain, I still say your name, like a prayer in the middle of the night. Over and over, I'm holding you closer in the echoes of a love gone by. Midnight remains calling through the pain, like a star that refuses to fall. Even if you're gone, your memory lives on. Every time your memory calls. There was music from the diner, there was laughter in the air. You would lean across the table and tuck back your golden hair. You could turn an ordinary evening into something heaven sent, with your eyes full of tomorrow and your heart without offense. I was never good with chances, never brave enough to stay. Sometimes love is lost so slowly, you don't see it slip away. Now I read our old letters like a man who lost the sea, trying to find the exact moment you stopped believing in me. Still the night keeps whispering things I should have said before, and every lonely hour leaves me waiting at your door. After the rain, I still say your name, like a prayer in the middle of the night. Over and over, I'm holding you closer in the echoes of a love gone by. Midnight remains calling through the pain, like a star that refuses to fall. Even if you're gone, your memory lives on. Every time your memory calls, oh, I can hear you in the sound of the wheels on the avenue. Oh, I can feel you in the breath of the wind when the night breaks through. No, I never really learned how to leave your love behind. You're the song my soul keeps singing long after closing time. There's a photograph between pages of a book I never read, and your smile is still as vivid as the last words that you said. Love is only for the faithful, for the hearts that do not hide. But I was lost inside my silence, and I let our dream divide. If I could walk back through the years now, I would meet you at that train, hold your trembling hands and tell you we could live through any pain. I would not let pride deceive me, I would not turn away too soon. I would stay until the morning, I would fight for me and you. But the past is like a river, you can see it, not control. So I stand here in the moonlight with your name inside my soul. After the rain, I still say your name, like a prayer in the middle of the night. Over and over, I'm holding you closer in the echoes of a love gone by. Midnight remains, calling through the pain, like a star that refuses to fall. Even if you're gone, your memory lives on. Every time your memory calls. Some loves never die, they just change their form. They become the silence inside every storm. They live in the distance, they live in the blue, they live in the space between me and you. Some hearts keep on breaking long after goodbye, still reaching for reason, still asking the sky why. One perfect feeling can drift out of sight and leave just a shadow to hold through the night. And if somewhere you hear this, if somewhere you know that I carried your light through the winter and snow, then maybe forgiveness will fall like the rain and wash through the ruins of all my regret and pain. Still I remember. Now the years move like a slow train past the stations of our lives. People come and go like seasons, but your love somehow survives. In the scent of fall and summer, in the first cold breath of spring, in the hush before the sunrise, in the 8 gold records bring. I have danced with a I saw the light still burning in the window of your room. The city slept in silence underneath a pale blue moon. A taxi crossed the avenue like a memory passing by, and somewhere in the distance I heard an old love cry. There was a time we owned these streets with nowhere else to be. Two hearts with open futures and hands that moved so easily. You spoke about tomorrow like it had your name inside, and I believed forever was walking by our side. You wore your hair like midnight and you smiled like summer rain. You could turn the coldest evening into warmth without a flame. Every little word you whispered stayed alive beneath my skin, like a song with no last note, still waiting to begin. Now the shadows know our story, though the world has moved along, and every passing hour turns your absence into song. We are strangers under one moon, because we lost it all. Do you ever sit and wonder how a fire turns to smoke? How two people full of promise can be broken by a hope that was fragile as a whisper and proud as a closing door. How we kept on saying later till there wasn't any more. I still remember Sunday at the edge of early spring. You were leaning from the balcony, listening to the church bells ring. You said, if love is honest, it should never need disguise. I looked away for one small second, and truth left through your eyes. Maybe I was too uncertain. Maybe you were tired of pain. Maybe life can steal the language from two hearts that once were brave. Maybe all the stars above us watched us drift and said goodbye, while we kept pretending silence was enough to get us by. Now the records keep on turning, and the room is full of years. Every melody reminds me how your voice still fills my ears. We are strangers under one moon, looking at the very same sky. You in your world, I in mine, still asking the night the same old why. We are strangers under one moon, with 1,000 miles to fall. But love does not stop breathing just because we lost it all. No, it does not stop breathing. No, it does not lose its flame. Even when the days grow older, it remembers every name. And mine still reaches for you like a ship without a shore, like a heart that never learned how not to want you anymore. I have stood in crowded stations, I have walked through foreign towns, I have smiled the way a lonely man still smiles when no one's around. I have spoken to new faces, I have filled my nights with noise, but the quiet always finds me, and it brings back your voice. There's a coat behind my doorway that I never threw away, and a book you marked in blue ink on the page that says to stay. There's a coffee cup with fading gold hidden in the kitchen light, and every small abandoned thing becomes your ghost at night. If I had one final evening, one last chance to make things right, I would not come dressed in sorrow, I would not come dressed in pride. I would come the way you love me, honest, open, stripped of fear. And I tell you what I should have when your heart was still here. I would say that love is holy when two souls refuse to run, that forever is not promised, it is built by what is done. I would say your name
lights flicker in the pouring rain. A shadow dances on the window pane. I hold a cup of coffee, growing cold, thinking of the stories we left untold. Your laughter echoes down the empty street, a bittersweet memory I can't defeat. The radio plays an old familiar tune under the pale light of a hidden moon. We used to walk this avenue so blind, believing we could leave the world behind. But time is just a thief without a face. It steals the warmth and leaves an empty space. And every time I close my heavy eyes, I see the truth behind our last goodbyes. I try to reach out, but you fade away, lost in the silence of yesterday. Oh, whispers in the rain, they call your name. 1,000 teardrops falling just the same. We build a castle in the stormy weather, swore we'd hold on to this love forever. Now I'm just standing in the midnight glow, loving a ghost from long ago. The seasons change, but I remain right here, trapped in the autumn of a lonely year. I found the letters that you wrote to me, hidden in the pages of our history. Each word a dagger coated in perfume, filling the corners keep your memory locked inside my soul, the only peace that makes my spirit whole.
Bought a ticket for the midnight train, destination somewhere out of the rain. The station clock is ticking on the wall. I'm waiting for a voice that doesn't call. The platform's empty, just like my embrace. I keep searching for your familiar face. I hold a photograph from '79, back when your promises were strictly mine. We wore our denim jackets in the cold and swore our love would never be undersold. But wheels keep turning and the tracks divide, taking you further from my lonely side. The whistle blows and cuts the silent night. I watch the engine fade into the light. My heart is heavy with the words unsaid, a million memories spinning in my head. Oh, this midnight train is bound for nowhere, carrying the weight of a broken prayer. I'm riding through the shadows of the past, holding on to a dream that couldn't last. As the miles roll by, I softly cry, lost in the echoes of your last goodbye. The conductor punches tickets one by one. He sees a woman hiding from the sun. Even in the darkness, I wear my shades to hide the tear stains before the feeling fades. The rhythmic clatter on the iron run to you and beg for you to stay. But steel and iron only move straight ahead, leaving me alone in this empty bed. Oh, this midnight train is bound for nowhere, carrying the weight of a broken prayer. I'm riding through the shadows of the past, holding on to a dream that couldn't last. As the miles roll by, I softly cry, lost in the echoes of your last goodbye. Riding to nowhere, echoes of your smile. Just me and the train. I bought a ticket for the midnight train, destination somewhere out of the rain. The station clock is ticking on the wall. I'm waiting for a voice that doesn't call. The platform's empty, just like my embrace. The clock is ticking on a lonely wall. I watch the shadows as they rise and fall. The city's breathing heavily tonight, bathed in the glow of a broken neon light. I pour a glass of memories I should forget, tasting the sorrow of a deep regret. The window pane is crying silver tears, washing away the innocence of years. I left my heart out on the avenue, somewhere between the midnight and the blue. You said you'd call before the winter came, but now the wind is howling out your name. And it's a long dark road to yesterday, when all the colors start to fade to gray. I'm holding on to ashes in the cold, a tragic story that was left untold. All the whispers in the rain, they sing a song of pain. passing car. A glowing ember of a distant star. I try to speak, but the words are choked inside the fire of the dreams we smoked. We were a masterpiece so beautifully flawed. Now I'm just a sinner waiting on a God. The whiskey burns, but it don't keep me warm. I'm just a scarecrow caught inside the storm. I check my pockets for a dime of hope, but I'm just walking on a frayed out rope. The dawn is miles and miles away from here. I'm sinking deeper in the atmosphere, and it's a long dark road to yesterday, when all the colors start to fade to gray. I'm holding on to ashes in the cold, a tragic story that was left untold. Oh, the whispers in the rain, they sing a song of pain, a melody that drives my soul insane. I'm walking through the storm without a guide, with nowhere left to run, nowhere to hide. Just me and the whispers in the rain. Did you ever look back? Did you ever feel the ache? Or was I just a beautiful mistake? I'm screaming at the sky, but there's no sound, just the heavy water falling to the ground. Yeah, falling to the ground. all alone, through canyons of glass and rivers of stone. The holograms whisper your name in my ear, a ghost in the machine, so far but so near. I'm tracing the circuits that lead to your door, but I don't know who I am anymore. The skyline is bleeding a synthetic red, with all of the words that we left unsaid. I plug in my mind just to feel you again, a virtual love in a world made of rain. Wires and veins, they are bleeding the same, caught in the loop of a beautiful game. System is failing, the logic is gone. I'm chasing your shadow from midnight till dawn. Take me into the neon pulse, where the rhythm of the city calls, uploading my soul to the glowing sky, where the data streams and the angels fly. No gravity left, no tears to cry, just you and I in the neon pulse. Memory banks are starting to fade, erasing the promises that we made. I stare at the screens of 1,000 lost souls, trying to fill up the endless black holes. A cybernetic heartbeat inside of my chest. I'm running on empty, I'm failing the test. Upload my heart to the infinite cloud, where the silence is heavy, the static is loud. I'm looking for glitches to break through the wall, to catch you right now before we both fall. The battery's dying, the signal is weak, but you are the only connection I seek. Wires and veins, they are bleeding the same, caught in the loop of a beautiful game. System is failing, the logic is gone. I'm chasing your shadow from midnight till dawn. Take me into the neon pulse, where the rhythm of the city calls, uploading my soul to the glowing sky,
where the tall pines grow, leaving my footprints in the silent snow. The world is sleeping in a coat of white, under the pale and shivering light. The cabin stands by the frozen lake. I carry the weight of the choices I made. The fire is out, but the embers gleam like the fading light of a hollow dream. I pull my collar up against the chill, listening to the silence on the hill. And the ravens fly through the ashen sky, singing a song of a long goodbye. Oh, the shadows lengthen on the ground while the world is spinning without a sound. Carry me home through the winter grove, back to the places that we used to rove. The roots are deep and the branches bare, but I can still feel your presence there. Oh, the seasons change and the rivers freeze, but my heart remains in the winter trees. The silver mist is rolling over the hills, hiding the valley in a breathless chill. I carved our names on the weeping wood, hoping the forest would have understood. The promises made in the warmth of June are buried now beneath the winter moon. A memory wrapped in a woolen coat, a melody caught in a tightening throat. I breathe the frost and I close my eyes under the vault of the northern skies. The ice is cracking on the riverbed, echoing all of the tears I shed. And the ravens fly through the ashen sky, singing a song of a long goodbye. Oh, the shadows lengthen on the ground while the world is spinning without a sound. Carry me home through the winter grove, back to the places that we used to rove. The roots are deep and the branches bare, but I can still feel your presence there. Oh, the seasons change and the rivers freeze, but my heart remains in the winter trees. Oh, presence there. Yeah, the seasons change and the rivers freeze, but my heart remains in the winter.